Good evening, Flight Simmer. Sorry I'm late, as you've just found out. I had another update, which is frustrating. Hopefully, yeah, we're good to go. And hopefully we'll have no problems off that update. EPGD. I was hoping to get all this set up before we went, but let's just have a look at the apron and see where we've got a spawn. Yeah, this here. Okay, let's just bring it down to about 3 o'clock. Cool. Hi, Mr. Zambo. Hello. Hope you're well, fella. Hope you're very well. Ooh. Right, let's get Vatsim online. Connect. We might have some ATC in Poland as well, which should be a first. I know I got my contrails earlier. Mine looked a bit like the engine was on fire though in the cloud. It was a bit dark and dingy. I'm looking forward to it. We'll have a look for contrails shortly. So welcome to Poland. Looks like a nice clear day out the window. Gdańsk. Right, I don't know how Polish ATC works, so I don't know if I need to contact control or whether they will contact me. Flight plan, import, and next finish. Oh no, it says I start on Unicom. That's okay. The Polish have gone offline now, which is fine. Okay, makes it easier. Yeah, I know, mate. They've not fixed the issue. I had that earlier myself, actually, which is frustrating. Okay, let's start up. So battery on, avionics down, and we're going to go position initialization. Going to go index, next, mod set, and we're going to pop our ground power on. I think the contrails, yeah. Mate, I give them a chance. Just put them in, they'll modify them. And do you know what? What's that company, 42, that do Sky Park? They'll do the immersion package and stuff shortly. The contrails in FSX and P3D weren't that good. But once the guys, the third parties come along, they'll fix them perfectly. So I wouldn't worry. Right, route menu. And let's pull in the flight plan. Yeah. Now they've built the code there to add the contrails. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so departing. Well, I need to just jump on Vatsim. Sorry guys, I forgot. And click to Unicom and connect. There we go, it should be active now, which it is. Right, so flight plan is saying to me that we will, oh, it's gone. Oh, before we do anything else, weight and balance, let's do that. Fuel for today's flight, 1718. That'll do. Takeoff weight should be 6789. Oh, not that heavy tonight. Okay, I'm not. Right, where are we? We are going to be out of 11 on a DEXIR to Bravo. And I'll preset up for Doncaster. It's runway 20. There's no star, so ILS 20, and we're going. Actually, what's our last waypoint? VEGUS. Is there a Vega? No. Okay. Execute. Okay, and then we're going to go legs. DEXIR on top of the second DEXIR. And then into there. Into there. And we'll execute. Just going to have a quick look at the route of how that makes us go. So, let's go down and zoom along the route on our way. Ooh, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Okay, that's all right. Okay, so into flight plan and performance. And our zero fuel weight for today is 5125. Takeoff data is as follows. The wind is 09. No, it's not. I'm looking at the TAF. It's 180 at 1 knot. Temperature in Warsaw. Oh, no, we're not. In Gdańsk is -2. QNH 1020. Okie dokie, and into performance and into approach. I will put the approach data in now, but we'll check it before we land. And the wind Doncaster is 180 at 8. It's not raining at the minute, no. Okay, temperature is 8 degrees, a bit warmer, and the QNH 1014. See the pressure's dropping as we get a storm moving in over the next couple of days. Okay, so in terms of setup, we're nearly done. Let's just have a quick look at what we've got. Anybody about? Nice and quiet. Lovely little airport. And we're on the GA apron here. Okay. So nav lights and beacon are going on, and we're going to start engine number 2. Okay, I guess I'm in 1. Oil pressure's good. Zip through some of these. Passenger briefing is done.
May I have your attention, please?
Exterior lights are set. ECAS is set. FMS has been set up. Climate control is off. So we're running the engine starts for engine start number 2 now. Throttles are idle, engine start button and run. Just wait for the ITT and wait for that to stabilise. N2's coming up. Sorry, N1. Has it, mate? Which one? Your French one? What? It shouldn't have touched anything like that. Sorry, guys, if you're on YouTube and Flight Sim's on Twitch, and you probably can't see what he's typing unless it's flashing up on the screen. Hopefully it is. Oh, okay, mate. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, we're So we've so we're not stable. I forgot to give it fuel. Okay, we're coming up. We're good. And once we're at 20%, we're stable. There we go. External power off. Yeah, that's done. Electrical system check. Okay, avionics switch are going on. We're going to set our altitude to 43,000. Done. Flight directors are coming on, and we want LNAV, and we need FLC for flight level control set at 240 knots. Just going to check the charts quickly for Sheffield, Doncaster even. Don't know why I've got Sheffield on the brain tonight. Approach into 20. Minimums Cat 1 are 226. Okay. I'll disconnect at 1,000 anyway.
Minimums.
So that's fine. All right, that's minimums are set and checked. Okay, avionics. We want flaps 15. Okay, avionics switch is set. Climate control is normal. Passenger lights on. Trims are set and checked. Flight controls are checked. Speed brake is down and flaps are set. Hydraulic pressure. Avionics, autopilot, altimeter set, pressurization check. Okay, before taxi, we will do in just a minute. Right. We'll just go forward, I think. Just going to check my EFB to see if we've got any traffic here anywhere. They would show up on here. You can see in the top corner of your screen there's only me, so I'm not going to do a call out. We'll go forward and round. And we'll head up to runway 11. Okay, so taxi lights are on, brakes checked, seat belts are on, flight instruments are checked, ice protection not needed, rudder bias not needed, speed brakes are down, crew briefing is checked. Actually, yeah, we're going to Alpha. Oops, gone the wrong way. Silly boy. Always pays to watch what you're doing and stop looking at your messages. That airport looks proper sick, you know. That looks really good. And at night time, that's lit up so well. The airport's by Fly Design, and there's a link to it in my description tonight. And the route's also on the description if anybody wants to fly along. Okay, right, TCAS. Let's go on. Right, we'll just hold short while we get everything else configured. I'm just hoping we get no problems after the update today. Okay, let's hold short for a minute. We'll pop our pitot heats on and our strobes, landing lights. And then for Sheffield 11095, just want to pop in my ILS frequency before I forget. Okay, TCAS is done. Radar GA button's done. Battery amp's checked. Ice protection is on. Exterior lights are done. We're ready to go. Let's have a quick look at the map to make sure we've got no one just about to pull in. No, I'm the only Sado here in Gdańsk, so let's go. No one on approach. We've got some ATC on the way by the look of it. Right. Hi Greg, you just done 2 hours without any problems. That's good news. That's good to know. I did like a 10-minute takeoff and circuit earlier just to see, but okay, here we go. Speeds alive, both sides, 70 knots on both. Okay, V1, rotate, positive rate, gear up, flaps up, and climb thrust. Love how this pitches up, it's a nightmare. Let's try and hold it around the 10-degree mark. Once we hit 200 knots, we'll engage our autopilot. Okay, there's our 200 knots, autopilot engaged. And we'll just zoom through to our checklist. Landing gear up, flaps are done, throttles are in climb. I can't read that. Your damper's on, autopilot's on, ice protection is pitos only, passenger briefing, and that's your descent. Cool. Wonderful. How are you getting on with it with the CJ4, Greg? You enjoying it? Okay, I'm just going to drop the throttles back so we don't climb as aggressively. Yeah, I think I'm torn between the fly-by-wire A320 and this. When I'm flying on Vatsim now, I only really use this. I do love this. I'm quite looking forward to the CRJ coming out. which should be out on the 16th, I think. I don't know if that's got the holds and everything yet. I would have thought it would have. It's very, very... I think from the videos I've seen, and I've actually got to sit on a shared sort of stream with one of the testers. It seems to be very similar to CJ4. Yeah, Greg, you're the same as me, mate, with a hold function. Me and Flight Simmer did a flight down to Gatwick the other day, and he was in his Airbus, and he got... Luckily, he didn't get to go and hold. Mr. Tribble, now then. I always love that view. That's stunning. Does anybody else use Track IR, by the way? I know Rob does, Flight Sim today. Does anybody else use it? Okay. Does it use your phone or something, Flight Simmer? Okay, well just pop us the name of the app, will you, and I'll have a look, because I really fancy it. I quite like looking about and seeing it move. I don't think I'm one for VR. It's supposed to be brilliant and immersive, but it's just... I do a lot of flying when I'm working. Mr. Tribble, one of us will, I'm sure one of us will help you. Greg, just so you know, the fly-by-wire team, are you going to be using the working title stuff for the holds and stuff shortly? It's being developed as we speak. And Flight Simmer, thank you, I'll have a look at that. In fact, I'll whip my phone out my pocket now. Yeah, sure, just we can talk offline and I'll give you a hand on that. Right. Yeah, it's still going to take some time to get it all done, but it's like the 80s and stuff on here is the working title stuff, so they just swap stuff about in terms. Why develop something if it's already developed, you know? No, you don't. You can do directs though. Flight Simmer, you obviously can do directs. I'll give it a bit more oomph. This handled the holds brilliantly the other night. You got to admit, it was brilliant. And I got my... He was having some... The Gatwick Tower guy was having some discussion with someone about VFR circuits. As I was on about 100 foot of the ground, I finally got my landing clearance when he'd finished. I might just order myself one to be figure. I might just order myself a track IR. It's just whether I'd use it. Yeah, Mr. Tribble, I got to be honest. After today, my sim does seem a little bit. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but it does seem a bit slicker, and I'm not getting the frame issue so far. It's all pretty slick. I better turn my landing lights off. Be a fairly long flight, this. 2 hours, is it? Two hours, 9 minutes. So I'd like me to do a long stream. Should we have a bet at how many times the overspeed warning goes off tonight? Oh, does it? Flight Simmer, okay. Okay, I'll watch out for that then. Five times, okay. Not quite high enough for contrails yet. Oh, we are. That's not... You know what? That's not sexy, is it? I'm not loving that. It's better than nothing, but I'm not loving that. Perhaps. Yeah, I think because we, and also there's probably not much to evaporate right now because we're only at 25,000. We'll see what happens as we get a bit higher. See, as a bunch of saddos, man, getting excited over a bit of a contrail. Bloody hell, the Vatsim controllers are dropping like flies. There was loads when I logged on. We'll go on nose cam for a bit. No way. All of the German ATCs have gone off now. Flight Simmer, weren't there supposed to be an update of the world weather system as well today? I'm sure I read some. Not to worry. Not to worry. And what's this? I keep seeing posted everywhere. Something big is coming. From P3D, Explain, Vatsim, Aerosoft, InBuilds. I've seen loads. Is it an A380 or something, do you reckon? Okay. It's not that big then. I was hoping it was going to be something exciting and useful. Yeah, I think there's an awful lot of speculation. Best freeware airport. It's a good question. Potentially Gatwick. I like Bergen, however, Norway. Jackson Hole in America is pretty damn good. Let me have a look at what I've got installed, see if I can prompt my memory. I know what Flightsim was about to say, some little thing in France. I think the Channel Islands, by Super Spud or whatever his name is, Super Spud, I think, is absolutely brilliant. But it'd probably be Gatwick. They've updated it recently. Have you checked to make sure you got the updated one? Right, have we got much of a trail now? We're at 40-odd thousand feet. That's a bit better. You can see it now. Yeah, I was going to say your scenery. Oh, I've got the Just Sim Palmer that they kindly donated to me for a stream. That's a good one. EPSY. Have any of you guys tried any of the replay apps? Any of the free ones like Salty Replay or anything like that?
Altitude.
Finally got to climb. Okay, VNAV is going on. Oh, okay. What, broke because of the update today or the main UK one a couple of weeks ago? Okay. I know Fly-by-Wire were given access to the update early, weren't they? So they could work on an update to make sure it worked. I think we've been lucky with a little CJ4. Mind you, I haven't tried landing it yet. Yeah, you've still got the flaps issue, haven't you? Oh, is there? Okay. Kiwi was just saying earlier, but it was just the flaps issue. I wasn't aware. Okay, that's good. There's going to be stuff wrong with the CJ4, but I'm damned if I can find it yet. Mind you, to be honest, Flight Simmer, the beauty with the CJ4 is they've got their own flight planner and their own autopilot system. Do what? And if I heard what I think I did, please. No. Oh, it's a squeaky chair. I've got a noise cancelling mic, so you wouldn't be catching anything like that going on. Cheeky bugger. What was I saying? Yeah, so the CJ4's got its own autopilot system, its own navigation system, which stands away from a SOBO. So I think this is what we need to think about with the fly-by-wire, so that it doesn't keep getting stuck by these issues. Hey, excuse me. Type something for me, Flight Simmer. Is that okay like that? Can you read that like that? Oh, it's fine the way it was before. Okay, I was just trying something different. I'll put it back. I need to just get the embedded code. Right, I'll put it back now. Type something else. Greg, thank you, mate. Have a good one. See you later. Thank you. That's all right. Is that all right now? Can you see it all right? There you go. That's better. It's a bit bigger. Cool. Thank you, sir. You know what flights are? I'm normally at bloody work when I'm doing these flights. So before you know it, you're at top of descent. But now I've got nothing to do and I'm just sat here looking at it. It seems it's boring. I want to look at my contrails again. This one's not really a long flight. Couple of hours. I did Birmingham to Tenerife in the CJ4 the other day. That was okay. Just got there with 25 kilos of fuel left. It's doing better on the stream as well since this update. It's holding 60 frames on upload perfectly as well, with no dropped frames or no issues, encoder issues. It's the first, that is. A lot of people on Facebook complaining about the update. I'm just reading it now. There's people, let's have a look. It's in my Facebook group. People have put major problem a couple of days ago. No, that's not connected. Is it me or is the flight planner now broken? I didn't know it. I don't use it anyway. After the update, I'm having problems loading Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, you didn't empty your community folder. That's your problem. Hi, I'm clueless with computers. No, I'm not going to answer that one. Is everybody happy with the update? My fly-by-wire doesn't work anymore. Sim update 3 repaired the fuel pumps on the Dreamliner but ruined the mod. It's just post after post after post after post. Yeah, of course it is. That's why I'm just wondering, with the new CRJ, that's ground up built, isn't it? It doesn't use any Asobo system, so that should not be impacted by any changes that are made in the sim. It's completely ground up, and it's the same with the A380 we're building at fly-by-wire, right? That's completely ground up. Yeah. I'll tell what we got. I change your approach. Rob's playing silly buggers. He's messing with my Navigraph. Oh dear. Yeah, it will use some customs. How far out are we, do you reckon, of the A380? Hey, there's one for you, Flight Simmer. Rob's about to do Glasgow to Gatwick. Just go and fly with him. Oh, he's not on Vatsim. Oh, you won't touch Gatwick anyway, will you? Yeah, I thought it was quite a way out. Flight sim, is the A320 all right for Rob to use down Glasgow down to Gatwick? Will it be all right? No, okay. I'll let him know. I'll let him know that the CJ4's working fine. Yeah, he probably will use the broken A320 instead. Bless him. So either that or he'll go low and slow. I wondered who the second person on Twitch was, Rob. Oh, God. I broke my own rule. There we go. How many did you say? How many times did you say? 5? Yeah, that's 1 out of 5. I hadn't even touched it. It's been absolutely fine. So we must be going over... Oh, no, we're still going over land. Oh, we're going over mountains, so it's going to be giving me a little bit of an updraft. So, right, there we go. Let's put it slightly back. Rob's in the shadows. Right. Yeah, I know what you mean. 1 minute, I've just got to go and let the cat in, apparently. My missus just texted me. 2 secs. I'm back. Do, 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 do. There's 0 ATC now in the UK, Iva. ATC is very quiet in the UK. I think so. Vatsim strike, yeah. This headwind's not helping. Flight Sim, are you going to get the CRJ? Hi, Mr. Fest, how are you? I don't no idea what you're talking about, Flight Simmer. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, the A320 is, well, I love it to bits, but I just got bored of it. So I've spent the last few streams in this. This aircraft you need to think a lot more around it. I think, you know. Yeah, the A320 is knackered after today. You just got a bit more work to do. This is a bit more challenging to land, even though Rob will say it's not. So slightest gust of wind and this thing's in the grass. There's a new fighter jet coming on Orbix, isn't there? The Hawk. It's not my cup of tea, but yeah, I'll have a copy of it on launch day, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll do a few streams on it. The systems are very, very similar to this, the CJ4, to be fair. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Pilot Fest, PA28. A good friend of mine is a PA28 instructor. Flight Simmer's going to give it a go anyway. Flight Sim today, I mean, Rob's going to give it a go. Flight Simmer, the A320, and report back. Rob, will the PA28 come out on Orbix, do you reckon? Haha. You can see what you're typing. He's in the room. Right. How far we got to go? Let's have a look. Not too bad. Top of descent in 255. Yeah, I hope it does come on Orbix. Are you going to have a look at that fighter jet, Rob, on Orbix? Yeah, it's not something I'd use either, to be honest. I'm on the fly-by-wire Facebook page tonight, Flight Simmer. Since I've been flying, we've had 14 messages all about the aircraft not working. My engine is on, but I have no instruments. I've got the latest development download. What do I do? It's the next one. Sorry, I got 10 minutes. After the sim update, vertical speed is not working. Could you sort it, please? What? Yes, I am Flight Simmer. That's what I don't do Discord much now. I do the Facebook one. Just like to say, the A320 is fantastic. I think everything you do is fantastic, but the aircraft is not working at the moment. Can you help? Yeah, but we haven't got a help on Facebook, and the people on Facebook don't use Discord. I'll pick up these messages after. I got pages and pages full of them flights somewhere. I'll send you a screenshot. Oh, thank you for the follow, Pilot Fest. Appreciate that. Made me jump. Oh my God, I was about to overspeed then. Ha ha ha, bless him. Rob's downloading the latest CJ4. I love it. You make it sound like a bloody booby prize. At the minute, it's the best aircraft to use. And, Rob, it has contrails. I still think they look shite. I don't know, he's typing on Discord. Yeah, Rob, why don't you type on the chat? Type on the Twitch chat. Oh, he's not logged in. Okay. Are you going off a stream? Alright, buddy, I'll catch you in a bit. When I land, I'll see if you do want to do another flight somewhere else, if I've still got it in me, if I don't want to go to bed. How are we doing for ATC? Let's have a look. No, none, nada. Since I've been sat here, I've had another 4 messages on the fly-by-wire inbox since I last sent you that screenshot.
Running traffic. The Beluga 441 is short vitals landing runway 9. Running.
Who's what? Sorry, I was looking at the phone. Yeah, it comes. They come through non-stop. Yeah, it's just like a private stream between me and you every night, isn't it? $196 miles till top of descent. Yeah, Rob. Oh, you can't hear me now, can you? Yeah, it's live weather. Must have bit flight somehow. The live weather's been pretty good lately. You still on Rex, or you using Microsoft Flight Simulator? Using Rex and it's working. I've got problems with mine. I keep getting frame rate issues every time it injects. I've got bad frame rates. Got to see what's the next flight on this tour after this one. So we're going into Donny. It's from Donington, it's to Warsaw. Then Warsaw back to Donington, then Donington to Palma, Then Palmer to Liverpool, Liverpool to EGNS. What's that one? Oh, this is the tour when me and Rob had a crash in the A320 when we were doing a shared cockpit and it fell out the sky. Oh, that was funny, wasn't it? It just spiraled out of control. Are you working on your airport, mate, while you're talking to me? Yeah, I thought you would be. Mate, you have to use, oh shit, what's it called? Flight Sim, my brain's not working. What's the shared cockpit tools called? Your controls. But it's not very, very stable. And if you pass control from one pilot to the other, quite often, we just literally barrel rolled and hit the deck. It was actually quite scary. You got no control over any of the elevation, any ailerons. It was just awful. Oh dear. But if you, we've had a bit of fun on it. You'll see the stream if you go back a couple of streams on my streams on YouTube. It's the one from Manchester to LOWS. And we literally were just turning on to, well, just about to top of descent and we just fell out the sky. In fact, I think that got clipped and put into, you know, one of these YouTube things where they pull out, yeah, you know when they pull out the funnies for the week? We made that, I think. This headwind has not helped. Apparently, Flight Simmer, they've got a yaw controls they've developed for this, for the CJ4. That'd be good fun. And that noise you can hear, Flight Simmer, that you thought was me trumping. You sure it's not me taking a drink of water out of my water bottle? We'll have to have a go at that one. Flight sims, Rob's just put, so I thought I'd take a look at the A320 anyway. Oh no, I've started the flight again with the CJ4. Hey, flight sim, how long for the fly-by-wires back? Do you reckon 2 days or 1 day? No, that's mad, that is. Yes, there is. Do you want me to show you? Let's just let's have a look. I haven't got the what's it set up. You've got a few. There you go. I quite like that. It's quite sexy. Yeah, it is nice. Have you flown this one before, the working title Pilot Fest? Takes a bit of getting used to. It's very light, and on approach you get a gust of wind, and it is a bit of a challenge. But I like that. And you got the data centers working, so you can pull in your meta and stuff like you would. Look. Where are we going? We're going EG. What is it? EG what? Brain's not working. CN. Yes, it only works from SimBrief. So you literally index, next, and there it is. Import from SimBrief. These guys had it before fly-by-wire. If you go back on some of my streams, you'll see a couple of tutorials for this aircraft. If you've never seen this before, look at this, bud. Holding patterns. You can actually go hold. It's fully working. You've got full control over your VNAV, so and then your VNAV, look, you've got 113 miles to top of descent, and it will descend you automatically. The only challenge you've got is your throttle's an automatic throttle. Sorry, a manual throttle. So you have to keep your eye on it. But if you go back to my last stream, I think it was the last one or the one before, where we did knock through to Gatwick. And you'll see the holds get put in use when Vatsim put me in a hold. It's got its own autopilot system, Pilot Fest, away from Asobo. So even though Asobo have made major changes to the sim today, because it's got its own autopilot, which is standalone, it's not affected by the sim changes. So like the fly-by-wires on its knees right now, this aircraft just carries on because it's got its own systems. Yeah, it's good little flight that was, and Flight Simmer was with me, and he didn't get put in a hold. Right, let's just do a weather check on the approach. Okay, so weather is 180 at 50. Oh my god. Thanks, 180 at 15 knots in this bloody aircraft. 8 degrees and 1013. Yes, live weather. And 180 at 15. So landing with a headwind of 14 knots. And yeah, a left crosswind of 4 knots. I could see the pressures dropping. When I did a flight earlier today, which I wasn't streaming, we were 1021. So we're getting low pressure system moving in. We'll click next. We'll send that through to the MFD. Get lost, Flight Simmer. No, I know what you're thinking. I'm not going on the grass. So Flight Sim, I did a really bad landing in Jersey, and it was in the middle of the last storms, and I landed on the grass. That sod decided to edit my tyre marks onto Jersey and upload the scenery to flightsim.to. Alright, let's just pick up on that speed a minute. 87 miles. You're a cheeky bugger, but no, it's alright. It was a good laugh. That was a really good crack that night on that stream. Oh, what's Rob putting on his room? Bob Misty typing messages. You can't even get your CJ4 to work. Oh, bless him. He's going for low and slow. Oh, we very nearly got an overspeed. He nearly got extra points there. Right here, I'm getting tired now. He probably will be. Yeah, he can't get any of his displays to work on his CJ4. Could be. Let me have a look in the Discord for a working title for him. See you later, Pilot Fest. Have a good one, bud. Right, where are we? We're 54. We're just gone past Amsterdam and we're just coming over the channel now, so we'll be good. Over the North Sea. Haha. We've not too long left of the flight now. I do find when I start coming into land, people just know when to join the stream for some reason. Oh, excuse me. You're getting tired. What's made this a long flight, Vatsim, is a bloody 64 knot headwind. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Contrail. Forgot I'd got contrails. Why, though, do they give you contrails, but they can't build it for multiplayer and AI? It's like half a job. I think it is rushed. I sort of get the multiplayer because of Vatsim traffic, right? They can't map it for the ACARs. They've got to work on something for that. But the AI, which is already in the sim, that's just surprised me. Because it really does add to the immersion, I think. Well, we're doing good. We're halfway over the North Sea. Rob, nothing of Rob's will work. Every single one of his aircraft the screens won't come on. Do you have your controls still in? Okay, 13 miles off top of descent. Okay, so runway 20. On 110.95, let's just double check that's in. Check. Right then, top of descent. In comes the snowflake and down goes the throttle. Right, that's what I was going to do. Minimums are category 1, 200. Okay, minimums are set. Oh, no way, that's a bit of a ball ache, isn't it, mate? Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh dear. Looking cloudy and windy. It's a very high cloud. Make sure we're not freezing up. We shouldn't freeze up till about 20,000. Do 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 do. Yeah, Mr. Tribble, let's have a shout tomorrow night or in the day. All right, Flight Simmer, because I'm going to admit I'm getting tired now, and once we're done here, I'll probably want to go to bed. But also, you know, Flight Simmer 7700 manages my server. He's brilliant at it as well, so you can always ask him as well. He's really, really good. He does all of our stuff. Excuse me. Okay, so as we get to 20,000 feet, and because it's cloudy and because the ram air temperature is below 10, we'll go for our engine and wing anti-ice. Yeah, very welcome, buddy. Very welcome. Be glad to help. Okay, 19,000. Don't think that ice is modelled properly in the sim. Welcome back, Flight Simmer. We're just over Skegness now, Lincolnshire. It's a bumpy one. Let's have a look what the bumps look like in the cabin. You don't really feel it in the cabin, do you? We'll see. Unless it's not modelled. Right, so we've got a DME arc to follow for the approach. Right, okay, that makes sense. I think if the aircraft is vibrating like that under the pressure of the wind, though, surely it would be doing the same in the cabin. Not that it matters. Yeah, I agree. Okay, 12,500. Ah, now we got icing. They show the icing at probably the slightly wrong altitude, and then they overcook the icing. Hi Jackson, I absolutely can fly to Denver Airport. If you're part of our Discord, it'd be really good if you drop on the suggested routes where you want me to fly from and to. Be happy to do that. Okay, let's just bring our throttles back a bit now. Seatbelt lights coming on, and our landing lights are coming on.
Attention, please. The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
Okay, we're just joining the DME arc now for the approach. Localizers alive. Doncaster traffic, Union 2064 inbound on the DME arc for runway 20 ILS. Okay, speed, yeah, a little more. Speed limit is 220. I don't know what the hell that is I just posted. Okay, let's go to local pressure now. Actually, local pressure should be the same. Yeah. And we'll bring the speed down to around 200 knots. Flaps 15. Bring the throttles back in. Just going to follow this arc slightly on my own vectors. Approach mode on standby. Hi Jack, I'll be honest, I love it. My go-to aircraft has always been the Airbus A320. The CJ4 has become my favourite aircraft to fly. It's got a lot of the features you'd expect to find on a flight sim. You know, it's got holds, it's got VNAV, it's got working LNAV. Look, you're not gonna. It's a challenge to land. Let's be clear. It's you know, it takes a bit of skill, and I cock it up sometimes. Couldn't even do that today, but it's good. Flight sim, it looks like one of them flights. We're going to be on minimums again. Jack, the systems are so easy. Have a look at a couple of my YouTube videos. I put a couple of tutorials on. I'll probably stream tomorrow night as well. Just watch the setup on it. It's not complicated at all. Yeah, let's see how this one goes. Don't take the piss. Yes, it is, bud. It is. Okay, speed 180 knots or less. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Can't see. Oh, it was Jack. Thank you, mate. Okay, so approach mode is on standby. What we're waiting for now are these needles to go green, and that means we're established. We've got a localizer, a lock, sorry. That's what we're waiting for. There we go. See how they've gone green, so we're now on the localizer. Now we're all chilled. To be fair, there's normally a few more of us, and we fly together. We have a good laugh. So that's good, mate. Appreciate that. Right, okay, just hold that speed a little bit faster. I'm going to hold it about 160. Gear down at 5 nautical miles in the CJ4. Flaps 35 at 4 nautical miles. In terms of our performance, we're looking at flaps 4 to drop to about 108 knots and touchdown at 100 knots. It's only a Category 1 aircraft. It looks like we're going to go to minimums. I just need to watch the speed. Right, Flight Simmer, we're going to land on the grass today, do you reckon? I can't see jack shit, mate. I can't see anything. Oh, I could just about see the ground now starting to show through. No runway in sight yet. Okay, we're 6 nautical miles. I'm going to get stable a little earlier tonight. Gear down. And we're going to go flaps 35 a little bit early. Ah, runway in sight.
Autopilot.
I've not landed at this airport before. Just going to watch the speed a little, and the nose is... Need to just keep this trimmed. It has a habit of wanting to just drop. Can't see the chat at the minute. Gotta watch that speed. Too white, too red. This wind ain't helping much.
Minimums.
Landing. Thank you. Okay, alright. And just quickly going to go into taxi and airport map. Okay, so speed brakes are going up. Okay, anti-ice off. Flaps are going up. Right then, it's taxi. Oh, thanks for your confidence, Flight Simmer. And the landing rate was... Anyone want to guess? -74. Flight simulator. Oh, Jack. Brilliant. To be fair, that's it's a lot easier to control since the update. It's been a little bit heavy-handed coming in lately, this aircraft. Oh, you see these labels on the runway, new. Parking labels. On the apron, I mean, sorry. This'll do for tonight. It is a default airport. I've never seen the labels on default before on the apron. Right, okay. Landing lights off. Engines off. Index. Next. Mod set and ground power unit on. Welcome to Donny in Yorkshire. Beacons off and lights off. Air conditioning down. Avionics down. God, I've still got this bloody thing here when you do that. Battery off. There we go, sir. No, we're not using the jetway. I need the loo. I've drunk that much water. I just parked at the first space there was. Actually, if I pop that back down and we just turn off that ground power, there we go. Are we still frozen? That was a good flight. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that's good. David, give me a shout tomorrow. I'll give you a hand with your Discord server. And yeah, Mr. Jack, if you want to have a look at our thank you, buddy. Not all landings are that good, trust me. I've had a few humdingers. But Jack, if you want to have a look at the description of the YouTube video, there's a link to our Discord if you want to join. We've got Vatsim air traffic controllers, real world pilots, all sorts in there that you can chat to. It's a good place to be. It's not a very big server. It's about 200 people, I think, in there. But it's a really friendly community. So apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching. It's been enjoyable, and I'll try and stream tomorrow night as well. When you use Vatsim, do you need the library megapack installed? You don't need it, but if you have it, it means you see the other aircraft in their correct liveries. If you don't have it, you'll see the other aircraft, but you'll see them in the default Airbus livery, which is good. Right, ladies and gents, I'm going to go to bed because I'm knackered and I've got a long day tomorrow. So have a good one. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.